Hi everybody, it's Luke here from LT Gaming, and today I'm looking at Regiments, or the Operations playtest. So I know there was a demo available for this, probably almost a year ago now, and the game has been in development, and there is a playtest on Steam. I clicked the button, and I got access straight away. So I'm about 5 hours into one of the operations. I've had a lot of fun with it so far. I want to show the game to you guys, and yeah, basically show it off, because it's really fun. A little bit of background. I've never been a massive fan of the Wargame titles. Find them very frustrating. I tried Steel Division, the same thing. Felt very disconnected from the combat in that, but this has kind of caught my fancy, and I think it's the time period. It's Germany, NATO, Russia, all in around 1989, and the equipment back then was absolutely awesome. So I'm going to take you through these two, advanced training and the mission fundamentals, and let's have a look at the game together. So here we go, Regiments.
New objective received.
Okay, so we're going to examine the mechanics of our advanced training. Straight away we get to see, what the graphics are like. They look pretty cool from a battlefield perspective. Everything in this game is from the 1989 era battlefield, probably why I really like it. We probably know that we have main battle tanks, MBTs, and I have to advance them to this area. We'll be taking on T-55s and the relatively modern T-72s. Big difference between those two tanks as far as I know. I'm going to impart some knowledge as I go. I'm going to get things wrong, but I might talk about some of the units because I know a little bit about some of them. Obviously, the T-72 being a far superior to the T-55. Cool, let's advance to the area. So my Leopards are taking apart some of the enemy units here. So very much like Wargame, you can move around. It's a massive map. I think my tanks are going to absolutely obliterate these. I think it's a 120mm gun on the Leo. But don't quote me on anything I say. I could be out of date or slightly wrong. Cool, let's advance. I think we have a slight hill here, so we'll advance beyond this. I don't think we have a clear line of sight on these. Oh, we do now. Look like T-55s. Yeah, T-55s. Very nice unit models. Looks nice. Let's go have a look at our Leopards. Oh, I think we lost one, did we? Oh no, we didn't. That was the end of the tutorial. So there is an example of the MBTs in this game, the main battle tanks. Mechanized platoons. Okay, let's see how these work. I can change the mode of my mechanized platoons by pressing X. So that means that the infantry will come out of the unit, which is pretty cool, and make it more effective. But of course, they can't use their light anti-tank weapons when they're inside. It depends on what type of vehicle you have. The vehicles have offensive capability as well. But yeah, you really need to get them out, which slows them down, of course. So you get rid of mobility, but you get more firepower. Capture this area. Cool. Let's do that. Let's advance. So these are the infantry fighting vehicles that we have. Armored personnel carriers. M113s. Nice graphics in the game, I have to say. Come on, boys. Let's advance. Reminds me a little bit in how it plays of World in Conflict. A little bit more like World in Conflict than it is like Wargame. I don't know what it is about the Wargames. I should love them. Red Dragon and what was the other one? Air Land Battle or something. But they just didn't click with me. I don't know why. I found them very frustrating. Okay, let's dismount. Let's get our guys into the forest. Let's get them to... Here comes our troops out the back of the vehicles. That's pretty cool. Here we go. We've engaged. What are these? They look like T-55s. It's nice that I can tell by how things look. Come on, boys. So now that the guys are out of their vehicles, you can see they're using anti-tank weapons, making a mess of them. Nice, we've got two down anyway. There's one left, and he's gone. So that That was nice. So that was the armored personnel carriers even. So let's look at Reconnaissance, very important part of the game. The playtest gives you one operation to play through, but it lasts hours. There's so many different missions that you can fight on a dynamic map, so you end up getting used to all these. But rather than do a really, really long video, I wanted to just show you the basics. Okay, so we're going to advance here to pick up some enemy units. So I want them to advance, but I want them to hold fire. So look at these. These are cool little reconnaissance vehicles. We're going to move to this area, but we're going to press H, and now they won't fire. So there's a red X, which means they won't give away their position. On we go, boys. Let's speed up time a little bit here. 2 times speed is the most that we have, but we'll go with it. Now, this is the only thing I didn't like. The units drive... excuse me. The units drive right through the buildings, and that's not great. I would like to see them drive around, but we'll see if they add that in a later game. Okay, so artillery. Long-range fire support. These are awesome, by the way. Okay, cool. Let's find and suppress the enemy platoon. So our reconnaissance has picked them up, and now we will press T and launch a bombardment against them, or we can just target them. Either way. So these guys are now going to engage from range. So what you would normally do in the battlefield, well, that was really quick, is have your reconnaissance vehicles here. You would engage the enemy, artillery in, smoke, and then you would advance your main battle tanks and your armored personnel carriers or your helicopters into the mission. So here we go. I have a strong combined arms force, and I'm going to take on the enemy. Let's give this a go. They're in entrenched positions. Okay, expect casualties. Q, which is a really cool feature of this game. If you press Q, your units will retreat, which is very, very cool. Cool, I've got all that. Let's do it. Okay, let's move these close. Let's pick out... These are our reconnaissance, so we'll put them on H. These guys to pick up the enemy here. These are our infantry Viking vehicles. These are the artillery, I believe. Yep, let's get these into position here. Main battle tanks mainly here. Okay, here we go. Reconnaissance has spotted the enemy. Let's engage. Okay, our tanks are opening up. And the battle is on. Here we go. Okay, we're under attack from this side as well. Let's slow speed down, Luke. Okay, let's go here. Let's exit the vehicle. So awesome. They are getting suppressed now as well. This line underneath means that the enemy is suppressed, which is great. As you can see, our guys are firing off their anti-tank vehicles at the same time. Let's get the artillery back on target. Okay, our infantry's taking a bit of a beating here, so... Let's hope the artillery can... The artillery are suppressing them pretty badly, so... Suppression plays a very important role in the game. You have to excuse me, my voice is still a bit weak. Which is annoying when I'm trying to film videos, because I like to talk a lot. Let's bring these up here. Okay, let's continue to engage. I think we'll use artillery on these guys, because these guys seem quite well entrenched. I think we will open fire up here as well. Okay, that's that done. We'll move forward, because I don't think they have a lot left. It's pretty cool. The terrain is getting damaged, which is nice. Let's pull the tanks forward. So even our reconnaissance vehicles are getting in on the damage now. They're opening up. Like, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty chaotic. Lots of action going on. I love it. Excuse me. Oh god, we're being counter-attacked. I didn't realise they were going to do this. Okay, cool. Let's pull the reconnaissance out so I can retreat them with R. You'll see that they'll retreat. Let's get our artillery working overtime for us. T-72s. Okay, that's bad. They're semi-decent. So as you can see, our vehicles will now retreat away from the battlefield. I kind of messed up there. I didn't realise they were going to counter-attack. Awesome. Right, let's just blast them out of it. They've got no artillery support, so... T-72 is a nice tank, but not going to last long in this engagement. Awesome. Great work. Position is occupied and attacks have been repulsed. That concludes the training exercise. Very happy with that result. Awesome. So that is Regiment so far. Let's do the mission fundamentals. We can cover some support functions in this as well. I think if you like this game, you'll want to see this element as well. And then if, you know, if this is a success and people want to see more, I'll do an operation. Okay, cool. Excuse me. Okay, so you normally have to do this in operations. You pick your vehicles out, and just like Wargame, you pick what you want. So I have to pick a martyr platoon here, infantry fighting vehicle. They'll come out of my main base. So in operations, you have a number of these bases to capture. Weather effects are nice. It's raining today. Okay, so once the platoon is destroyed, that was an automatic thing by the way, it will come back to your pool to be recruited again in battle. And the more you kill, the more points you get. Task forces, these are pretty cool. So I can call in a custom task force. Let's take in one with the jet napalms. And call it in. Tactical aid, these are available on the left hand side. You can recon, you can drop bombs. I'm not sure what the full version is going to have, but so far I've seen napalm, bombs, SU-25 strikes, different things like that. It's really cool. Okay, let's call in a tactical people, recon. You have to excuse my voice, I'm still working on getting it back. Okay, cool. So we have enemy presence here. They've been reconned. Okay, you have to be aware of your timer. And keep an eye out for your victory point indicator. Now I can deploy my platoons to help my allies hold the designated positions. Let's do that. Okay, cool. So we're going to come under attack here. Let's bring our main battle tanks in. Artillery can sit behind in support. Helicopters, yes, we want those. Armor personnel carrier can go here. Let's recon over there. Couple of main battle tanks there. I'm not quite sure what the difference is between these two. Different ammo? Gun? 105mm, 120mm, okay. So a lot more power on the 2A1. So if you leave your units for any period of time, they will entrench, which is really useful. It means they are much harder to take down. Oh, here we go. Here comes the enemy. Quite a lot of them as well. Let's get the artillery in on this. What do we have here? We haven't identified what the unit is yet. BTRs, so infantry. Let's get our helicopters over for air support. Here we go. So we should start whittling these guys down soon because they are closing in on us. Get our Leos here, they can give us some firepower. As you'll see, I'm gaining points here to deploy more units if I need them. But we're pretty well dug in here. T-55s are going to be absolutely massacred. Awesome. Here comes more of them though. We can order a napalm strike. Let's do it. Napalm on those T-55s. Okay. Here comes our napalm strike on the way in. It's Let's have a look at this. Oh, that's nice. Didn't do a lot of damage, but it completely suppressed them. Which means they're in a panic now. That's great. We're under attack from quite a lot of enemies here. Let's get our helicopters are low on ammo. Let's fly them back to refuel. Let's unload these guys. We're holding on, but we're under heavy attack. Okay, so he is now refueling. Our main battle tanks took a bit of a beating there, I have to say. Let's get these guys in and get them out of their vehicles. Okay, they have airstrikes on the way, so let's get our anti-air SAM in position and also our Gepard, which is anti-air as well. We'll get them set up. You guys can exit your vehicles. This is a bomb, so we might drop a bomb here. I'm really excited to see the level of support you can bring in. Artillery strikes, I know I've seen those, and, you know, who knows? Will it be like Word in Conflict? You bring in nuclear weapons? That'd be awesome. Okay, we're taking down their aircraft, no problem. Oh, good strike. I love when they fly away, they all push off the flares. Really, really nice. Oh, they've got helicopters. They're not in a good position. Let's get this guy up, see if he can help in that situation. I feel like we need to put some firepower on these guys because they are sat back. Oh god, there's more of them on the way. Okay, that was a good move up. Okay, are we yeah, we're rearmed. So you can move your units back to base to rearm them, which is really, really cool. T-55s, my helo should make short work of them. Oh, he missed. Okay, let's drop some napalm on these guys, but they're actually moving. Drop some on these guys here. Should be able to bring someone else in. More anti-air. I'll leave that for the time being. Let's recon this area. Out of ammo. Let's get them back. Here comes the napalm, boys. It's done a fair amount of damage. They're panicked. And it's actually hurt them pretty badly. So I think the key takeaways here are suppression plays a big mechanic in the game. You also have all your different cards, your support, which you can bring in, is really, really cool. There's a really, really nice range of units from 1989. Obviously some of the most iconic military hardware ever. I think I'm actually playing as the Germans here, aren't I? Which is pretty cool. Oh, that bomb did some damage. That works for us. There we go, right, zoomed out. There's the battlefield. Pretty cool. Let's put some pain on these guys. See, in all the tactical operations I've done, you can put down smoke and then advance, but I don't have smoke here, so I'll have to work without it. Don't know anything about these helicopters, though. Don't know much about those. They contain anti-tank, I guess, anti-air weapons as well. Oh no, they'd be wary of anti-air, sorry. They contain, obviously, anti-tank missiles. Never heard of them, though. Don't know much about them. Whoa, what are these guys doing? I didn't tell you to do that. I think we're good, though. Die. Hey, hey. So, we held the positions. As you can see, I think it gives you a bit of a taste of what the game is about. If it's something you like and we get a good result, I will follow up with a full operation. I've had some really good battles in this. Ebbed and flowed, the enemy has counter-attacked, I've made mistakes, they've made mistakes. It can be a really gripping game so far, and I've really enjoyed it. It seems a bit more forgiving than Wargame, and a bit more accurate in the way you use units. I think it's quite cool in that sense. So anyway, I have been Luke from LT Gaming. Make sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate all your support, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.